Volgograd and Sochi, two targets of Ukrainian drones in the Russian war zone. In both cases, the attacks were carried out on Russian army infrastructure. This is retaliation for last Thursday's massacre in Kiev. The Russians are bombing Ukraine every day. Last night, rockets fell on Mykolaiv. 7 civilians were injured. Thursday's attack on the Ukrainian capital was one of the bloodiest of the war. 31 people were killed, over 150 were injured. Among the victims were 5 children. Many people around the world have expressed their support for Ukraine and condemned Russian terror, attacks, and Russia's refusal to end the war. Proposals for a ceasefire have been considered for a long time. Proposals from Ukraine, the U.S., and many others around the world. Each time, the only response is an attempt to buy more time for war, more time for terror. This is the only way Russia operates. Despite this, the U.S. administration gave Moscow a chance to end the war diplomatically at the negotiating table. After months of deception and further fruitless talks, Washington said enough is enough.
I think it's Russia, I think it's disgusting what they're doing. I think it's disgusting.
Donald Trump has given Moscow a clear ultimatum: 10 days to end the war. The deadline expires this Friday. The last chance is to be a meeting in the Kremlin, which will be attended by a special envoy of the U.S. president. His message to the Russians is clear.
Get a deal where people stop getting killed. They had a number that just came out that a tremendous number of Russian soldiers are being killed. And likewise, Ukraine, a lower number, but still thousands and thousands of people. And now we're adding towns where they're being hit by missiles. So it's a lot of people being killed in that ridiculous war.
Trump's ultimatum was also presented at the UN forum. This may be a preemptive justification for further steps that Washington will take in the event of a failure to reach an agreement.
Both Russia and Ukraine must negotiate a ceasefire and durable peace. It is time to make a deal. President Trump has made clear this must be done by August 8th. The United States is prepared to implement additional measures to secure peace.
These measures are not only sanctions against countries trading with Russia and financing the Kremlin's army. They also include military support for Ukraine and increased military pressure on Russia, as was the case with Washington's recent response to the provocative statements of the former Russian president, when in the face of threats of nuclear conflict, the White House sent 2 American submarines with warheads on board towards Russia.